everybody, welcome back to Dad Does Videos. As we head into November, I thought I would give everybody a quick demo of putting a cover on a water spigot for the winter season. This is a really good idea as you winterize your house. And the reason is you don't want your spigot to freeze with water on the inside or allow the air from the outside to get in to your spigot. That just leads to disaster for you and your house, and really kind of a pain. So the first thing you're going to want to do is detach any hoses that you might have attached to your spigot. And the reason for that is when the temperature gets below freezing point, the water that you might have still in your hose can freeze and expand, and that means it could go back into your spigot and freeze. You can just get these at your local hardware store or Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. They also sell some of these that are more of a bag version. I like the hard ones with the foam because this can kind of smush against the outside of your house, and this protects your spigot too. Just a preference. I know a lot of people like the bag ones as well, but this is really easy to put on. You simply, and let me show you the inside of it. So there's a little cord on the inside that we'll use to grab onto the spigot, and then on the back, this is the feature of it that you'll pull shut and lock in with this button right here. And what's nice about these, they take advantage of heat in two different ways. So in the winter months when it's sunny outside but still cold, they'll take the heat from the sun, and on the inside, the sun will kind of warm the outside and create kind of a pocket on the inside that is full of warmer air than the outside. And then what will also happen, assuming that you have the heat on in your home, it will also kind of trap the heat from the inside. Okay, so I brought you in for a closer view here so you can see what I'm doing. And again, like I showed you, here's the hook on the inside. And depending upon what your spigot looks like, you're gonna wanna attach this to whatever makes sense. So for me, what I'm going to do is attach it to the part of the spigot where the water comes out. So I'm just gonna wrap this around here. Move it up a little bit so it connects pretty easily. There you go. So you can see I've got that wrapped around right here. And what I'm going to do next is just push my cover over top. You can see the foam goes down around the edges, and that's what I like about these, especially if you have a brick house. The foam kind of molds to whatever the external facing of your house is, and in my case it's brick, and that's why I like it. So right here you can see I'm going to, this circular plastic piece was kind of loose. So you push that against the outside, and then there's the button that we talked about before right here. So you hold the button down and push in. And as you're holding the button down, you pull back on this part pretty tightly till it locks in place. Then you let the button go, and that's locked in. Now your cover is installed. Okay, so we found a different spigot on another part of my house that was put on a little bit later in the life of the house, but as you can see here, still a spigot, different model. I thought it might be helpful to see how you might work with a different model, but the same concept applies. We have our ring on the end here, and I'm just gonna loop it around the top part of this spigot this time, just because that's the most sensible place for it to grab onto. So I've got it on there as you can see, and I'm gonna push our cover on and do the same thing that I did before with the circle and pushing the square, the button down right here. Pull tight, and we're locked in. Just as simple as that, and you're set for the entire winter. Of course, eventually when spring comes and everything starts to thaw, you're going to want to take this off. So as you could guess, all you do is reverse the order. You press down on this button and that loosens this. This comes off like that. And all you have to then do is remove this ring around and remove the entire contraption, and you're good. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.